Hello everyone, I'm AussieJTV and we're back with some more Ancient Legacy of Azul after a great run yesterday that unfortunately just couldn't go the distance, I think mainly because of the mutations we got near the end. So I did a little bit of research after that game, and basically what a lot of people were saying at the moment is the vampiric mutation is very, very strong, and I'm just playing awfully right at the start here. But yeah, and they're looking to turn it down and potentially nerf it slightly in the next update, is my understanding. And that, coupled with the fact that we had Titanic, which gave everyone more health as well, was just a recipe for disaster, really. It meant they have double the health, and every time they hit, they're like basically healing back to full. So we just couldn't... Basically acted as a big DPS check that prevented us from progressing any further, which is unfortunate, but at least we learned a lot. And we also had the mitosis, which seemed to be a very difficult mutation to deal with, which basically doubled all the mutations we got. Hence why we had 2 stacks of vampirism and 2 stacks of Titanic at the end of the last episode. But it was really cool seeing a new area, area 6 now. So I don't know how many more we really have to go, to be honest. We must be getting close to the end of the game. I can't imagine it goes much further than number 6, maybe 7, maybe 8, or something like that. That's my guess anyway. I could be completely wrong, but for now, in fact, I might pick this one up to get some healing when we hit. I feel like healing is one of the first things that we should really work towards at the start of the game. It's unfortunate that we've just reached the boss all the way on this side of the screen because we haven't really fully explored to the left yet. So I'm going to have to do a big loop. And I do just think playing fast in this game is the way to go. The faster we go, the less mutations they get, and the longer we can power through. If you've noticed, I've been playing as the Wayfarer this time. I'm basically going to alternate between the 2 characters, Azul Mancer and Wayfarer, until we get the 3rd one, which can't be too far off. I had a quick look again about what the options are to unlock, and basically one is you have to find the warrior entombed in ice, which I think is probably just luck based, is my guess. Maybe on the 3rd stage you have a chance of finding this person that you can break out. And then all the other ones I think are basically just play the game more and we'll eventually unlock them. So one's complete the game, self-explanatory, even though I don't know how long the game is going to be. The other one is get 15 upgrades or 15 weapon unlocks, which shouldn't be too hard. And then the final one is visit 30 areas. Now 30 areas does make me wonder though, as far as I'm aware, we've only really been to, let me just count, in my mind, 6, right? We've been to the one that we're currently in, we've been to sort of the swampland, we've been to, what's the one after the swampland? We've been to the, I can't remember what, the Iceland, of course, we're just talking about that. And then we've been to the desert, the Dryad Forest, and then the crater. So I feel like we've seen 6. If there's 30 unique ones, we're not even close to finishing the game, to be honest. So there must be some special one. I guess it counts things like the Red Temple we visited in the last episode and things like that as well. I wonder if I can, do we have enough money for this? Yeah, we do. Let's calm the world. Let's not get any mutations. That seemed to work quite well for me last time. I mean, apart from obviously having mitosis that was doubling the amount that I got later on. But I'm going to stop talking about the last one because I think while it was good, we've got more important things to worry about. Like, how do we play a melee character again? I think the main strat I had with the bosses is just stand on top of them and hope you kill them before they kill you. Maybe with a bit of dodging required, but you can't have everything. And yeah, we'll jump right into it. I've also been really loving, on a side note, this new game, I can never remember the name of it. Castle Morihisa? Something like that. If you like roguelike deck builders rather than this, which I guess is more just a pure roguelike, then I would definitely recommend it. It's really good fun so far, and I've been enjoying it very much so. Right, so let's see if we can just do a lot of auto attacks, try and get some dodging in, try and regen up, especially when our R's off cooldown. Obviously, the heal potion has quite a long cooldown, so I am just conscious I don't want to get in really fast and then not be able to use that to sort of escape afterwards. So I think we're getting through it. I think this is going to be the fastest boss. We're nowhere near as strong as we were last time. Oops, that was unnecessary damage to take there. Let's try and kill some of these enemies before they overwhelm us. But yeah, definitely nowhere near as overpowered as last time. We've got a lot of yellow items. This one just seems a bit of a mess, but hopefully I'm starting to learn more about what we need. I think I'd like to get more sort of attack speed items, DPS items near the start, because that was the problem last time. I just really want to heal. I feel like we're healing quite slowly here. I mean, we get sort of vampirism with one of our items, so that's probably a good idea, just to try and do some hits. That's quite a good bit of damage, which is good, and we should be killing him imminently. I guess next time we go in, I think we'll get a kill. So I'll just, that wasn't quite what I wanted to do, but he'll die here, so that's all good, and that's the 1st stage done. already forgotten which way the boss fight was. Okay, here. So we've got one which is increased movement speed, and this one is increased damage. So I'm going to take the increased damage one because it's sort of what I wanted. It's only a chance to hit additional damage, but that's better than nothing. And I am definitely not going to have enough for this, but I would like it. And I always forget this one. I believe this is the cooldown one, which is probably just a good one in general to have. I think last time when I played as this character, we went for the one that did, like, it was almost like a lamp that did damage in an area. So I'm actually tempted. Actually, maybe I'll take this blue one. This healing one always seems good. So we'll take this. It's only 90, and then we'll save up until the next area. So this next area might be a bit hard, but I don't find the swamp too bad in general. So if we can just get in and out of there and get some bonuses, that would be great. And I'll just start into the left this time. Don't really have a rhyme nor reason. Oh, I'm perfect. It is the end of the area. When health below 40%, increased damage dealt. Okay, so bone earring. I keep thinking that looks a bit like a rabbit's foot, even though it very obviously doesn't. So maybe it's a bit better than I give it credit for, but I'm hoping we won't be on low health much, though as a melee character, that's probably asking a bit much less. I'm always going to get these unknown gods. You know, it's more exciting to have the risk of your game get both easier and harder. Obviously, I'd rather I get a great item rather than a bad mutation, but I did not need to take that health potion there. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend so far. It's a Saturday where I am at the moment. Been out on a nice walk, etc. And seeing some nice things. We also watched the Pixar film Luca, if anyone's ever seen that before. I quite enjoyed it, actually. Basically about sort of, reminded me a little bit of The Little Mermaid, but a sea monster boy trying to make it in the world, the land world, you know, with the humans, where everyone's scared of sea monsters. But yeah, quite enjoyed it. Apart from that, not been up to much today, not been up to much. Let's see, how much is this? 320 dust. So if we had a really bad mutation as our first one, I guess we could go buy that. Though we don't quite have enough money at the moment, but... These ring rates are quite hard for us, actually, at the moment. Though I feel like it's always these little bugs that are dealing the most damage to us. I'm debating whether we buy this. Oh, it's a trade, anyway. Maybe it's worth trading. What would we not want to... I didn't actually see what we lost, but I think that's okay. And I always remember, what is this one? Okay, phasing. Enemies gain dodge chance. I don't like the idea of that. Maybe I will stick around here for a bit and try using the cleanse on like a targeted cleanse, effectively, and try and specifically get rid of this mutation. It's a blue, so my logic is we want to keep as many white ones as possible, so let's remove the phasing there, and then let's go kill the boss, or at least start the boss, I should say. It's all the way over on the left-hand side, though, so we've got a little bit of a trek. Might as well use our pistol, while we're at range. It's nice having 3 charges of that. I'd probably underrate this item. What is it? The quiver, or the bottomless quiver that lets us attack and attack and attack with effectively our secondary skill, our Q. Oh, I can't turn around very easily, but we are en route. I think we'll be able to start the boss imminently. I think he's just around the corner. What's your opinion of which one's like the coolest design boss at the moment? Like both from an aesthetic point of view, I guess, but also from a like fun to play against. I still think for me, maybe on both fronts actually, would be the giant bug, the Hive Queen. I feel like the Hive Queen is quite a cool boss, and I like the way she spawns her little babies effectively to come attack you. Very horrifying, but also very fun at the same time. I want to get rid of these flying ones while I'm here, because I feel like these do quite a lot of damage. Although there is a lot of enemies. A lot of these ring wraiths, as I call them, which I don't like. I want to turn around, really. See if we can whistle them up. There you go, we leveled up as well, so that makes it even easier for us to do a lot of damage here. Ooh. Yeah, this isn't the easy run that I had last time, that's for sure. Or at least the easier. I mean, it got more difficult later. It's a shame we got another blue. I believe this one is in blue mutation. I think this one just basically increases the time you're burning or taking dot damage. And we're getting there, I would like to use my potion again. Let's take it now. If we can just dodge a little bit, all our health will come up. And just deal some actual melee damage. Oh, bit of a panic there. And that was not... I think they just crit there. Oh, I guess they just got the accurate buff. So that gives enemies a chance to crit. And unfortunately, the very first hit did that to me. Oh, I don't have... This is the problem, is the only sort of regen we have is a like vampirism, I think, at the moment. So that's what's... well, and our speller, of course, but... Oh, he's nearly dead, actually. Maybe that was a bit... not quite as much as I thought, but... we are getting there. Sorry if I'm standing a bit, not talking as much. I'm trying to focus on the kill. I think we should be able to go in here and get the kill now. Oh, I was just like, I'm just going to go for it because it's taking quite a while. Yeah, we do need some more healing, I would say. And here we go, 2 healing items. Just to double check, this one is when health is below 10%, heals you for 100. I think I'd rather have that. I'd rather have like emergency heals rather than passive. It probably makes me get a bit scared because I look at this blue circle with our health and I go, oh my god, we're about to die. But apart from that, which one is this? This one, I can't remember what this Azul stone is. I'm also just not sure what we want to do. I just feel like we're very weak at the moment. This is long range. This is the quiver. This is freeze, right? So slows down. Well, I don't know what a stack of freeze really is, but I'm assuming it's... We probably want an Azul item sooner rather than later. But I'm just probably going to calm the world. This is probably just leaving us to die a slow death. You know, I'm making the enemies as weak as possible, but we're not really getting stronger either. Interest, how much is this going to cost? 587. So maybe we'll try and get enough for that, which will allow us to buy an Azul item in the next shop. That's probably the thing we're going for. I'm just sort of hoping to get either one that we haven't seen before, or the, never mind, I guess we'll take the Righteous Fury. Oh, I was an idiot. This is the one I actually wanted because it seemed to work well for us last time. Is when we crit, it does a lot of damage near us. Ignite all foes within your light radius on critical hits. Okay, problem is though, we don't have anything that gives us critical hits at the moment, I don't think. Probably not take as much damage as I'm doing. So what we need is, I'm trying to think what the item is that gives a crit chance. But we don't have it at the moment, I'm almost certain. As I dodge this, let's have a quick look. Trying to do like 3 things at once while talking here, but increases damage to enemies within 20%. Okay, so that's actually quite useful in terms of playing a melee character. But yeah, we do want to try and get our crit rate up. It just annoys me that I can't remember what the crit item is. I know we had it in the last run, but it feels like we had quite a bit of a lot of different things. Do you think that could be the warrior entombed in ice at the top, or something entombed in ice? I don't have any way of getting up there unless I get a double jump, but it does seem like it could be something like that. I'm debating buying both of these items just to give more health regen. But, increased jump height. I'm probably wasting a lot of time here debating whether I can actually get... I still don't think that's going to be enough of a jump height, to be honest. Maybe that's something we'll look at the end. If we can find anything that lets us jump, I'd rather pick up that. Oh, that's... I don't know if I should have bought that that shard or that gemstone this early because, as I said, this just doesn't seem like I'm doing an awful lot of damage. I'm just running away, to be honest. That's quite nice. Some buffs, which is good. Take this heal. See if I can get through these enemies. And oh, that's so much damage though already. I'm gonna have to get through. Oh, just keep jumping. Just keep jumping. I think once we get to the boss, we might stand our ground, try and shred through the remaining enemies, or at least a good proportion of them, and hope we proc our light. Let's see. Last hit, and then we'll spawn the boss. I just think this is going to be pretty difficult. We're not quite as good as we were with the Wayfarer last time, where we could just stand and tank everything. Where is he? Okay, he's over there. Oh, come on, just try and do some damage while he's on his own, not with his friends. We've got a lot of... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do with the leap. And just get some hits. Okay, I am taking quite a bit of damage. We've got our emergency health revive, which just... I think tapped there. So I think this is actually, it's good to like work out what I should be looking. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you something, but probably while I'm about to die is not the best time to do it. Can I heal? Oh, that was very close there. But hopefully that gives us some time to get all our regen up and go back in. Oh, going to go back in. We got to deal some damage to him at some point. And actually, this is going pretty well. I think if I get the light to hit our Azul item, it seems to go pretty well. What is dealing us damage? It must be one of these. It's a shame you can't mouse over the debuffs and see what the debuffs are, because that'd be really helpful. But I assume it's some sort of like I'm freezing to death, or I'm getting burned to death, or etc. etc. You know, one of those anyway. Okay, I'm hoping. How close? We're only halfway to level 9. I was just hoping, like, would we get a very lucky level up that would help us here? I don't know what I'm really. I want to heal. I want to not get hit for a sec. That sort of worked. Maybe not as well as I would hope. Let's chug the healing potion and go back in. And then wait a sec while the healing potion's kicking in. Oh, this is a bit more of a slog, a bit of a tougher run, but at least we're not dying. You know, normally I would have died by now easily in the previous runs we did this game. So at least we're hanging steady. And see if we can get this. Oh no, getting hit there was exactly the wrong thing. But we're going to have a potion back here. And then we can go back in. Oh, no, we're going to die here. We're going to die here. Okay, well, we're going to fit another one in. This wasn't the best run. I mean, we'll keep it with the Wayfarer. I think we saw quite a lot of the Azul Mancer last time. So this time, the first thing I've noticed is there's a forge there. So if we manage to get an Azul item, we are pretty set for the first round if we can then upgrade it. Okay, so this is, I just thought this was the crit item then, but I was proved wrong. This is chance to bleed. If we see crit and we see attack speed, I think I'm just going to buy it, try that as like a different way to play the game and see if that makes the mid game easier, because I think that's what I was struggling with just then. Oh, and here you go, the whetstone. Okay, that increases our crit chance. How much is this? 135. Just everything costs so much more when you get to the later levels. So I'm wondering if we want to try and pick up these sort of bonuses early. When it's cheaper to do so. But at the same time, you don't want to stay on the first level for ages, because then it's just going to make the later ones impossible. Right, so 36, so it's not too much. But if we keep moving, I assume this is going to cost the same amount. Yeah, I think both buying the stones and reducing the mutations costs the same amount of... One day I'll get this right. Gems, shards, souls. No, dust. Dust is what we're looking for here. It's dust that I always forget. I don't know why I always get these mixed up. I guess every game has a different currency, don't they? Just to confuse you. So like one will be dust, one will be shards, one will be stones, one will be gold. You know, one will be gil, one will be lira. I don't know, whatever, ducats. I'm just trying to think of how many games I can name the currencies of now. But it looks like we've got a lot more damage. Not damage, health regen with some of the items we've just picked up, which is nice. Which one is this, by the way? Increases resistances. Now, I don't know, that might be really strong. I don't know if it's resistance to things like bleeding, aka you're less likely to get it, or whether it just means that you take less damage in general. Not sure. But we will keep walking for now. Shoot the bat on the way back. I don't know, are those bats? I don't know, they're a bit big to be bats, maybe. But yeah, I'm trying. It's probably going to be a lot of learning, to be honest, and you guys can probably help me more. It's like, what should I be buying and what is good? Because I'm trying to think more about what items I'm picking up rather than just like trying to get as far as possible with whatever items I happen to see. But I don't know if that's necessarily the best way. Well, almost certainly it isn't. And as I get better at the actual game itself, then that should make things easier. Oh, I don't know what. Does anyone know? If you've ever experienced that before, that was not a proper leap. Or my shift where I run into them. It felt like I barely moved. Let's get some health, move away, deal some damage. Yeah, I just don't feel particularly strong, and especially with this. Oh, maybe I clipped onto something and I just didn't notice it. That's probably what happened, but wrong direction. Probably just trying to wait until I get the health potion and then probably swoop back in. I think that'll be the. I said swoop back in, but I just ran away, to be honest. Is it me, or are we not healing at all? Is this just increased regen? Maybe I should look at this spell again at the start menu. I wonder if it's you still have to not be taking damage to get the buff. I don't think so. I just think maybe this yellow circle on us is preventing us from healing fast. I don't know. I really should learn more about the debuffs in this game, because I feel like we just did not get any health then from popping our potion. Whereas now, this time, I can see it going up. That makes sense. That only went up for a little bit. Maybe it's increased like vampirism or something like that. No, doesn't seem. I don't know. I'm probably missing something really obvious, but it's making this boss become an absolute slog. In fact, we'll just try and get in there a little bit and deal some damage, duck away, and see what we can do. It's always a bad sign when the first boss has taken this long, I must say. Let's chug the potion again, dodge, throw some shots, I'm just going to wait until our health tops up nearly to full and then go in. So they've got lacerating. Oh, I did not mean to get hit there. Ooh, we're quite low, 75 health. But yeah, I think we've got this. We just have to play it a bit safer. I'm not sure what was stopping us from healing. It might be just me not understanding the mechanics properly, but I felt like I should have healed a lot faster there with our potion up. Here we go once again. We've even got some of these items that we've got are to do with healing. So let's go back in again. Let's see if we can just finish off this giant. We're not going to finish it off. That was probably me getting a bit frustrated, as you can imagine. So one more restart. Hopefully this will go the distance, in which case we'll have a slightly longer video today, which hopefully you're more than happy to see. Otherwise, it might just be a bit of one of those episodes that's just a little bit of a failure. But sometimes there's regression before progression, as they always say. And it's just a sign of us getting stronger afterwards. I sort of want to buy this because the porcupine is good for when you're close range with the enemy, which Wayfarer often seems to be. Do we think we're strong? I think we just... my logic is I don't know when I'm going to be too weak or too strong to fight these things. So I'd rather kick them off straight away. It's a shame that we lost so much health there. I think we've got this. They're all pretty low. Yeah, there we go. And we got the jump height. Not the best thing in the world, but maybe if we get to the ice world again, because I'm pretty sure that... Well, I hope it wasn't, But if that was the warrior entrapped in the ice, at least this time we might actually be able to get to him with what we picked up there. I wonder what you found in the comment section. It'd be nice to know. Do you think getting stacks of the same item is always superior to getting new ones? Like, does it stack? Do the buffs get stronger and stronger over time? Or do you think it's just one of those cases of just get what you think is going to be good for the character? I mean, it probably is a combination, as most of these things are. But I'd be interested to know, because I was tempted to buy this second level of the Dragonstone there. Let's go straight into the boss and see how it goes. I took a lot of damage there straight away. That's me not taking 1 second to look back at the recording, make sure I've recorded my mic and not missed that, as I've done once before. And then we'll keep going. I think as long as we set him on fire, he takes quite a bit of damage, which isn't too bad. We just don't heal very much as well. I probably jumped the gun a bit fighting this boss because we hadn't explored fully to the right-hand side of the screen either. But I'd rather just get this on the way and hope we get a good item in our shop. Because we have a decent amount of money, or not terrible amount. Right, this gets him to half health. Then we can shift away again. Try and dodge this bird. Shouldn't be too hard. And let's shoot some more shots at him before we probably swoop back in as soon as we get to use this potion. Boom, boom, boom. This should put him to at least a quarter health. I'm hoping we can do a little bit. Oh, that heal was perfect, that level up. Just what we wanted. And he should go down here. Perfect. Well, at least we managed to get far past the first boss. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a very productive run at all. To have two rounds where we get stuck on the first level. But let's just make our way into the swamp again. We're guaranteed to get to the ice place. I'll be disappointed if we don't at least get past the ice place here. Even though I don't feel like anything we've got is particularly good. It is a lot of blue, so maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. Which one do we want here? This is damage. The other one's long range damage. You know, with a Wayfarer, we like to get up close and personal. We're one of the 3 musketeers, or at least that's what I always think of when I see this character. And what does this one do? I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest with you, but I'm going to buy it. Yeah, definitely going to buy it, because if I don't recognize it, then it means it must be something that I haven't had on stream. Attack speed and movement speed combine their modifiers. Okay. So now it doesn't. We should probably get anything that's attack speed, anything that's movement speed, because they will stack. And that's just before we run away. None of these are attack speed or movement speed, so I'm just going to leave them. We'll see if we can pick up any of that in the swamp. So off the top of my mind, the coconut halves is increased. Wait, was that attack speed or? Sorry, increases movement speed and attack speed. Okay, so that one is attack speed. I was about to say the practice sword, and the coconut halves is movement speed. So if we see any of them, we should get them, because it's basically a multiplicative effect is the way I see it. And so we're getting double the benefit. It's like 2 for the price of 1, basically. I just need to hope I recognize if there's any others, like any of the blues that might potentially be that. I am also debating picking this as well, but I don't want to lose the attack speed, because you know, I wonder if that's the thing I'm missing about this game. If I find a trade station for like an attack speed item or a speed item, do I just trade everything? Maybe I just tried everything just to get as many possible. There's probably a max you can have of each one. Maybe like ×5 is the max. But it might be really good for us to do that, because, you know, theoretically, that's going to be the best bang for our buck on any one item. Oh, I thought probably shouldn't have done that as I did it. I didn't think they would do quite as much damage to me. So when I get complacent, I think, oh, maybe I can just take 1 extra hit, and then suddenly I find myself on like no health. Let's keep going to the right. I think this is going to be the end of the screen, and yes, it is. And let's kill these. What do you even think these things are? I always think of them as frogs, and then I look at them and I'm like, these are definitely not frogs. Maybe some like demoned horned frogs or demoned imps or something like that. That makes more sense. But our health regeneration on kill, that's quite nice. Oh, I didn't even see this chest last time I came through. And some passive health regen would not go amiss at all, I must say. Oh, let's shoot this. So I wonder if it's those birds that are giving us this yellow debuff. I'm just going to press escape for a second. There's no way to see what the debuff is just by clicking through. So I'm not really sure how we find out about them. I mean, some of them are obviously obvious, you know, like you can see when you're taking damage because you're on fire and things like that. But it'd be good to know with some of those more rare, well, maybe not rare. I've seen this yellow circle quite a lot, but in terms of what it does. Do we want to purchase this? I think we are going to purchase this because we're getting towards the end of the stage. We've seen most of it. Nothing we really want to buy. And it means we might be able to afford something better in the shop afterwards. Right, so here was the end of the area, nearly. But there's one a bit more to the left. So, and another attack speed item, just what we wanted. Doesn't mean the enemy's got chilling. And we've got an elite area here, so let's start that. maybe should have picked up this item first. Right, dealing quite a bit of damage to them. Taking quite a bit as well, but is that not all of them? What? Why did we... Oh no, we did get one. I just couldn't see the ram skull for a second. I was like, we definitely killed that faster than we needed to. So I thought something had glitched out there. Or maybe I just don't understand the game, which is probably more likely. Okay, in we go. Here you go, Gravelord. I always call you the Grim Reaper, but Gravelord is probably... Well, it definitely is the right thing to call you because it's what the game is saying. But wondering maybe I should just be jumping around a bit more when I do this, because you know maybe that means that it's aiming properly. I mean, it looks like there's some variance on the aim of a lot of this guy's spells anyway, so it probably doesn't matter too much. But I'm thinking anything to make me less of an obvious target. There's a lot of enemies here. Let's see if we can get rid of them a bit. Yeah, this seems to be going better. I don't know if it is because I'm jumping or just I'm stronger than last time. Probably a bit of both. Right, that's all those little horned toads, or whatever I'm going to call them from now on. And let's just swipe while there's no other enemies around. And I think we should maybe just kill him here, which is nice to know. And I am already feeling the effects of the movement, which, considering we don't have any movement items, makes sense because of our dagger. I should probably learn what these are called. Knife of Sharia. We actually did that in the time limit. That's really good. Did not think we would. Didn't feel that quite that strong. And we've got a yellow item, so this goes without saying. Is this the one that makes the blue... Yeah, the blue pillars of flame when you kill something. I'll just show it here. And there you go. So it's really good for killing out hordes when they're grouped together. Or at least that's what I found so far. And what are we going to buy here? So I like this one because it refreshes our cooldowns, but we're not going to be able to afford it. So I'm probably just going to... That's a trade, but not for health. Sorry, not for movement speed or attack speed. So I'm probably just going to upgrade. And now this is giving what? Increases movement speed by 1 times of attack speed modifier and vice versa. So that's good. Unfortunately, can't quite afford the Azul dust. Otherwise, I would try and get rid of some of our mutation upgrade speed. But at least the mutations that we've got are not too bad. Resilient, chilling, and piercing. I don't think any of those are the end of the world, that's for sure. And let's see if we can see that same sort of... It looked a bit... In fact, it looked like exactly like that. So we'll see if I was completely wrong when we saw it last time. But still can't quite get... So I'm probably going to need at least triple jump. Triple jump would get us there, or maybe some increased jump height. So if we... Maybe this is the one time I'll actually purposely buy that increased jumps, because that's probably how it works. And also, might as well keep going back to the right now because we found where the boss is, and I don't know how much further. It'd be nice if you had... I mean, maybe it's probably purposeful that we don't have this, but it'd be nice if we had a mini-map, even if it was just to say how close you are to either side of the arena, because then I could just be as efficient as possible with finding the items that I want. But they probably don't do that on purpose, to be honest, so no harm done. Here we go. Is this a trade? No, it's a purchase. I mean, still probably going to purchase it, actually. I'll purchase it now. Oh, that's quite a bit of damage. And... Oh. And there you go. That's where our pillars of... I was going to say pillars of light is comes in better, but I can't remember what their actual names are. And yeah, we're moving very fast now, which is nice. It's a shame that you have to stand still to actually get these hits off, but it's good to see. Oh, there's another one of these things. So I'm almost certain this is not going to be the guy trapped in the ice if I can find it twice. I think this is the Monk's Belt, which I think increases your jump height, but I'm not going to buy it here. If it was the triple jump, I'd buy it just to see, but anything else I'm not too fussed at. Okay, let's start going to the other side now. Can't remember, that's increased armor. So I'm just sort of trying to mentally say it in my head to maybe remind myself for next runs. It might not be the most entertaining thing to listen to, so let me know. If you think it's better when I talk about just raw gameplay, better when I talk about like little anecdotes that have happened, whatever you prefer, really. Well, I say that. Knowing me, I will do a mix of both anyway, because I can't keep talking incessantly without switching between different things. And we must be getting close to the boss, but I am going to explore to the left of the boss arena as well, because there might be something we really want. I'm just hoping to really properly use a trade station, because I think that's one thing that I have been doing poorly, is I've not often been using the trade stations in this game. I've been just, picking up things. Oh, that's nice, increased attack speed. So we've got increased movement speed, we've got increased attack speed. We've got a lot of stuff that are buffing with our Azul item. So I think that's good. And as you can see, I don't feel like our attack speed is absolutely amazing, but I definitely feel like our movement speed is the fastest it's ever been. 887 dust. We know it costs 500 to drop the mutation meter. The question is, do we want to buy some stones here? 465 each. I could buy both, and then that would give me enough to upgrade the... I think I'm just going to go I think going is better. Keeping a lot of money, because if we get one of those items that we want, it's going to be really worth it to go fast. Oh, come on. Stick in the blue. Stay in the blue, Cyclops. This is what we want to see. Oh my god, what just hit us? Something absolutely did a ton of damage to us. It's a good job we had the potion up. Let's keep a little bit of distance for a second while we heal up. I mean, we're on pretty high health. It's just something absolutely clobbered us for damage earlier. It's probably that mini Yeti. I almost feel like the mini Yeti does more damage than the boss. But obviously it's a lot less tanky. Get up here, take some healing. Jump back in. And, oh, maybe it's this guy. This is like almost a mini boss. I never know the best way to kill them, to be honest. They seem very tanky. Maybe just keep a distance so they can't hit their big spells on us. This is what happened with me in the last run, but obviously this is happening a lot earlier, where I just feel like I'm spending more time killing the riffraff rather than the boss, which doesn't say much for our long-term survival. So he's going down now. I think sometimes maybe you just have to spend a couple of seconds going, I'm going to kill all the ads, kill all the riffraff, and then that is not good. We've got a new yellow item that I haven't seen before, lightning, which means I was about to say, I assume lightning is going to strike us from above and we're suddenly going to die if we're not careful. I wonder if it will still hit, like when we're here. Definitely looks like it does. I was like, well, technically we are covered, you know, we shouldn't really be getting hit here. I wonder what they say about lightning never striking the same place twice will happen here. I don't know. I'm just going to keep moving, I guess, because that's probably going to be the best way not to get hit by the lightning. Because it seems to be roughly aiming at places we've been to before. Oh, he's so close. He's so close. I probably maybe could have finished him there, but I was just a bit worried about this lightning. I'm just going to make some distance again. In fact, I'm going to get some shots off. I want to get my potion back. Oh, I just used the potion. Okay, there you go. I was going to say it took a second before it started feeding up. Okay, that was very little damage, but we didn't take very much either. Can we finish him here? Oh, complete a boss altar while the lightning storm is active. That made it sound like it was going to go away afterwards, and I was going to be very happy, but it looks like that was not the case. And I think we'll get this. This is the healing on hit, and I feel like with attack speed, you know, you want health on hit, that sort of stuff. That was quite difficult though. Crit strike. Not seen this one before. I don't think it's necessarily worth it at this stage to try and cleanse off the lightning. Maybe it is, because is this the one that makes instability gain increase as well? So maybe we'll use our Azul stone. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Azul stone, cleanse. Wasn't either ones I was hoping to. Drop the mutation level, and then do we want any of these? Increased crit chance could be good. I mean, if we attack more, maybe. I'm going to pick both of these up. Whether it's the right thing, I don't know. We've got a little extra health on hit, which with our increased attack speed should be very good. And then, you know, might as well increase the chance of us dealing more damage. And we're going to go straight in with this boss before, this elite before the enemies spawn. Time remaining. Oh, I was like, where are they? Unfortunately, they are up there, which means they should be easy to kill. These guys are normally pretty weak, but it's just being able to hit them. Yep, that's it. One more. Definitely done. And that is a very nice upgrade to pick up a second one of those wands. Let's keep moving then. Keep tracking through. I just noticed you can see a little like white thing on the floor just where the lightning is going to hit just beforehand. So maybe that gives you enough chance to just quickly dodge if you see it. And one thing I think I neglected to mention, I'll be wondering why I've been moving so fast sometimes. It looks like the RR, or the potion, does give us a chance, it does make us move faster for a period of time. This is the close range one. I don't think I'm going to take it now. See if I can kill this guy while he's on his own. He's just so tanky. I just don't feel like we're doing much damage. Which you'd have thought with this sort of Azul item is all around dealing damage quicker, I would have thought. You know, buff. I guess it's movement speed, so it's a bit of utility as well. Can we get up there? No, there's nothing up there anyway. Let's progress onwards. Let's see how many. As soon as we get these blue pillars, hopefully they'll take a ton of damage. So I'm just going to stand in the blue pillars. This thing is always very tanky. I don't know if it's even worth it for me to kill it. I mean, it probably is. It probably gives a load of gems, but in fact, maybe I'm going to buy this. Increase damage when they're close to us, which sounds good to me. And we'll progress over to the right-hand side of the screen. See, this time we're moving really fast as well. Maybe it's not just based on the potion, because maybe this is the potion. I didn't. Why is the potion lasting so long? We must have something else that I'm missing. Probably one of our many items. Now this is poison. Can we even get that? Nope, we can't reach that. So we'll go back down. Oh, maybe we can with this. Yeah, here we go. Learning more every day. take that bottomless quiver. I wouldn't mind getting rid of a lot of our bottomless quivers for some like better damaging items if we find a trade point. Maybe we will. This is long range though, we don't want that. And it's a purchase anyway. Oh, we don't have enough for that. I was like, maybe we will buy this though. So I think this boss isn't going to be too bad. I don't know, maybe that's an unfair statement. I feel like I've not lost on this boss yet, keep me honest here. So maybe I just get the boss a bit more? I don't know. But fortunately, we just got a level up there. Probably if I'd have paid attention, I would have waited and tried to use it like as part of the boss. But I'm just trying to clear some of the enemies before we start. I think that's good enough though. We can start there. Unfortunately, it spawned more of these. We maybe don't want to stand on an area where they can just jump from above. So I'm going to move slightly to the left here and see if I can shoot them a bit. Anything that makes those blue... Oh my goodness, back away. It's a good job I chugged that potion before we went in there. Because I was thinking, who knows how much damage they're going to do to us. But those things are tanky. We've got this phasing now, which I do not like. Let's go back into the boss, deal some damage to it. I think this boss is maybe a bit more about double checking the poison. Actually, remember that. Don't always worry about the poison. But maybe it's less about killing the mobs and more trying to lead them away, kill them all. Sorry, what I meant is go away from the boss, kill all the mobs, and then come back and then focus on the boss rather than trying to... Oh, they do so much damage. The good thing is at least we can get away from them. They're not the fastest. I must say I do not like this phasing. This dodge chance is absolutely destroying us. Let's see if we can kill them before they get close. Make a lot of these blue fires come in and then hopefully that will do a lot more damage to them. Okay, I'm going to leave them for a sec and then go back, try and dodge some of this poison at least, and try and deal some more damage to the boss, and then swipe back through them, hopefully create some blue fires, and that's exactly what we did. Heal up, jump back through. We've got a lot of movement speed here as well, so hopefully I can dodge some of the attacks. And no, I can't dodge the attacks well enough. Well, unfortunately, we did get a new unlock, so that's good. We didn't actually manage to get any further than last time. I'll just double check that we haven't unlocked a new character with that. We haven't. So anyway, this will end the episode. So please give a like, comment, subscribe if you found it interesting. I might play a little bit offline as well to see if we can unlock a new character. But if not, we'll come back and have some more Azul Mancer in tomorrow's episode. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm AussieJTV, and I'll talk to you next time.